C'est à l'occasion d'un petit événement organisé dans une salle réseau à Paris que nous avons pu jouer à Blacklight Tango Down, un FPS 100% multi à petit prix, annoncé pour cet été sur PC, Xbox Live Arcade et PSN. Nous avons bien sûr profité de l'occasion pour poser quelques questions à l'un des développeurs présents.
My name's Jared Gerritsen. I've worked for Zombie Studios for the past 4 years now on Blacklight Tango Down.
Mais évidemment, Jared n'a pas travaillé durant 4 ans sur Blacklight, mais sur de nombreux projets, dont certains encore tenus secrets. En revanche, l'univers de Blacklight Tango Down, lui, en tant que franchise, trotte dans les têtes de Zombie Studios depuis longtemps.
Blacklight Tango Down has only been in development for 1 year. Blacklight, as far as a franchise, has been something that Zombie, Mark Long, the CEO, has had in his head for about a year, well, almost 2 years now. There's been different connotations of it, and about a year ago, we decided to do the first-person version for focusing mostly on multiplayer.
Zombie Studios existe depuis maintenant plus de 15 ans. Spécialisés dans le FPS, avec des titres tels que Spec Ops ou Delta Force, ils ont également développé le fameux America's Army, qui en est à son 3e volet, et réalisé des simulateurs sérieux pour l'armée. Une expérience d'ailleurs mise à profit sur Blacklight. Une ligne directrice a très vite été décidée pour le jeu, et celle-ci a finalement déterminé une grande partie de son contenu.
It's kind of funny, the first 3 words that we decided to look at with this game actually was fast-paced first-person shooter. And that is exactly what we used the whole time. When someone came to me and said, can we add prone? I said, is that a fast-paced first-person shooter tactic? And it's kind of just, it allowed us to focus with laser beam accuracy of what we wanted to do. And that's why we've been able to do it and keep it at the price point that it needs to be.
Le prix fut également un élément primordial, qui décida d'ailleurs en partie le passage de Blacklight à la vue subjective, comme nous l'explique avec une grande honnêteté Jared Gerritsen.
The original version of the game that we were working on was more robust. It was definitely more of a $60 team tactical, third person, lots of vehicles and all that stuff. But with the amazing thing that happened with the banks losing money and studios closing down, we decided to parse out what we can do with a small team instead of trying to find an 80-person team. And as DLC started to grow, Trials HD and Castle Crashers and those great games, we saw that and said, let's start thinking about putting this onto DLC. And when Battlefield 1943 came out, we instantly saw it, and we're like, this is what we're going to do, but we're going to do a lot more. We're not going to just keep it this small amount of assets. We're going to treat this like it's a $60 game and really go for as much content as we possibly can with our team.
A new order rises to take its place.
De belles intentions donc, mais finalement, quelles sont les originalités de ce titre dans un genre ô combien concurrentiel?
The difference between Blacklight versus other games is we've added a lot of games add new things, but we've added some new gameplay mechanics and USPs as well. For one, our weapon customization is a huge part of the game. Our character customization as well, where you can select which weapons go and what armor to wear and all of the gear as well as the color. It all lends back to the weapon though, because the weapon is kind of like a car tuner where you can select the buttstock, the barrel, the muzzle, the optics, and the magazine, as well as the color. So it gives you millions of different combinations that you can go for. We've also added a weapon tag to the item or to the gun that actually changes and fine-tunes some of the attributes of the weapon itself. So that right there is a huge part of the game. But then also we've added HRV, which allows you to get constant combat information when you're playing the game. You can see through walls. It's essentially a legalized wall hack, which with most PC games, people end up using it anyway. So we put it in there, and the idea of it is to allow the player to have more combat and faster action. There's no more campers. There's no more guys that are griefing you, because everyone can see where someone's at now. And so you can hunt them down a lot easier, and they can hunt you down. So it's kind of like a game of chess, because you can't fire when you have HRV on, and it warms up and it cools down. So it's kind of, there's this timing that you go for it. It's formed some really cool tactics.
Ce FPS se distingue également par l'absence de campagne, le gameplay étant totalement focalisé sur l'expérience multijoueur. Des comics basés sur l'univers de Blacklight Tango Down seront également produits en format numérique, et un long métrage est même en cours de production.
So the movie's in production, the script's being written, they're hoping to have it greenlit this summer, and then we're gonna see what goes on with that. I mean, we really wanna treat this as an IP that's actually controlled by a game studio instead of a massive company or a movie company. So it's kind of like the little guys trying to come up with something, and we really hope that people get it and they kind of latch on and we can keep on making more Blacklight projects.
Et maintenant, nous allons laisser le mot de la fin à Jared, qui va parler des DLC d'une manière qui devrait faire plaisir à bien des joueurs.
We've decided not to do DLC with Blacklight, mostly because the game is the price of most map packs. So with that being in that realm of, okay, we're a 15 euro game, how could we do a map pack? Why would we do a map pack? You know, what would the price be? What would we want to put? Because it's not only about the maps, it's about the weapon customization and the characters itself. So we started to just kind of roll around with it, and we decided not to do that. We decided just to give everyone every single map that we have that's in the office, and just give them everything right up front, and not parse it out and try to milk, you know, anything out. That might not be a good business plan, but it's a truthful business plan. And there's a lot of people that are kind of angry about map packs and how that's happening. And there will probably be a lot of people that are angry at me for not talking good things about map packs. Sorry.